Hey, what's up? It's Mr. E here, and today I want to talk to you about dividing variables with exponents. So there's our learning target. Let's get right to it with a simple example. Here it says to simplify x to the fifth divided by x to the second. So let's think this through. X to the fifth is x times x times x times x times x. And x to the second is x times x. So after factoring that out like that, you should know that one of these x's will cancel out with one of these x's, and one of these will cancel out with one of these, and then there's nothing else left to cancel out, so we're left with x to the third power, and that's our answer. Now, that might seem like a tedious process to factor out the x's the way I did it. So luckily, there is a shortcut, and I'm going to give you that shortcut right now. This is what I'm going to call the dividing powers rule. And the dividing powers rule says x to the a divided by x to the b is equal to x to the a minus b. So we could use this rule right over here, right? We could say x to the fifth divided by x to the second is equal to x to the fifth minus 2, which is equal to x to the third. So the dividing powers rule simply says subtract the exponents when you divide. And I want you to note that this rule only works for exponents with a common base. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in a bit. Let's try another example. Fully simplify. So here we have some exponents. So we got 3x to the 7th, y to the 6th, divided by x squared times y. And we're going to begin by dividing the coefficients first. Now remember, there's an invisible coefficient of 1 here. So the first thing we're going to do is divide the coefficients. That's 3 divided by 1, that's equal to 3. Next, we're going to divide exponents with a common base. So we're going to go ahead and divide x to the 7th by x to the 2nd, because those are the common bases. And that's going to give us x to the 7 minus 2, which is equal to x to the 5th. And we got to divide the other exponents with the common base. So y to the 6th power divided by y to the 1, invisible exponent of 1 there. So we get y to the 6th minus 1, which is equal to y to the 5th. Then we're just going to put all this together, and that's going to be our final answer. So we get 3x to the 5th, y to the 5th. That's our final answer. Okay, let's try one more. Fully simplify. So this one involves multiplication and division. So we're going to start first by multiplying the terms in the numerator. So in the last video, I covered multiplication of exponents. So if you haven't seen the last video, you should stop this now, and you should watch the last video. All right, so it says multiply the terms in the numerator. So 5 times 8 is 40, and x to the 5th times x to the 3rd is x to the 8th. Because when you multiply variables with exponents, you're supposed to add the exponents. And then I'm just going to bring down the divide by 2x squared. So now this is just a division problem. So let's go ahead and follow our division steps. Our division steps say to divide the coefficients. So that's going to be 40 divided by 2. And that's going to give us 80. And then we're going to do x to the 8th divided by x squared, and that's going to be x to the 8 minus 2, which is x to the 6th. And there's nothing else to divide, so all I got to do is just bring this together. So my final answer is 80x to the 6th. That is a 6. Let me rewrite that. All right, so what you want to do with these, whenever you have multiplication and a division, you want to multiply first, then you're going to divide the coefficients, and then you're going to divide the exponents with the same base. Okay, I hope this video helps. Take care.